Alright, good morning everyone.
Good morning.
Yes, we have to start. It's already 10 o'clock. So, today I'm presenting you the raw vegan lifestyle, SOS-free. My name is Eve Zeller, and I'm a PhD in chemistry. I love raw food, and I'm raw foodist since 8+ years. So, almost 9 years now. I can only recommend it. So today we are going to make some dishes that you can add to your salads to make it more high caloric, because that lifestyle is about having more calories. I mean, otherwise, if you want to, especially if you want to be 100% raw, then you always have to be concerned about where you get your calories from. So, yeah, sorry for the reset up. Okay, well, the camera is not really there. Oh, yeah. 1 second. So I'm just gonna set up this camera.
Okay, thanks.
Okay. Oh, you still have it?
I've been there since Sunday. How about you?
I don't know why it's always changing here. Sorry about that. So hopefully you can see me through the live stream as well. Be careful with the camera. Oh, sorry. Sorry, I have to adjust my camera. I'm not very lucky with the cameras, yeah. Okay. All right, so from the live stream here in person, I'm also recording it from my YouTube channel. So if you want to watch past lectures and future lectures. Yeah, so I'm going to start again. I'm presenting you the raw vegan lifestyle, SOS-free, salt, oil, sugar-free. And today we're going to make a little bit more high caloric foods. Also, I mean, I'm also preparing some foods that are low in calories, like low fat. But if you want to be especially 100% raw, you have to count your calories differently. Otherwise, you will be always hungry, really miserable, and then you order a pizza. So to be like sustainably raw vegan, I need to eat whatever my body desires. And if there are days where I want to eat 2 avocados, I will do it. And then the next day I won't eat avocados, maybe. So that's really, really important. So what we do today is we're sprouting. So I sprouted already. Those are mung beans. And it's really, really easy to sprout, especially mung beans or green lentils. You just need a mason jar. And if you have a sprouting lid, I got these from Amazon, stainless steel sprouting lids. They're pretty much like a normal mason jar lid with a band and the lid. But instead of the lid, it has a screen, so you can easily put your seeds in. And that was only a ½ cup of dried mung beans. So only ½ cup. Mung beans, they actually expand quite a bit. If you have green lentils, you might use 1 cup, but definitely never more than 1 cup of dried seeds. You put it in your jar, you add water, and yeah, you submerge it in water and you leave it overnight to soak up the water. Then you drain it, and because you have that sprouting lid, it's really easy to drain. You just drain the water out, then you wash it and rinse it. It's really important to wash and rinse your sprouts to prevent spoilage and careful with the camera. To prevent spoilage, mold. So what I do is it takes about 2 days to sprout, and in these 2 days you wash and rinse your seeds twice a day. So that's a lot of information for fast food. No, I leave it outside on the counter. If you have a really hot kitchen, then you might want to put it in the fridge occasionally to cool it off, or you rinse it more than twice with cold water. But yeah, so and if if you have like the sprouts and you don't want to use them, you will put this in the fridge, and then it will last for 3 days, maybe, or maybe even 5 days. And then I also have sunflower seeds, raw. So, and I only soak them overnight. So these are okay, just soaking overnight. What I want with the seeds, especially as well, and nuts, I just want to activate them and wash away any enzyme inhibitors or phytic acid or anything that is not that good for your digestion. So that's why I like to soak the seeds in water. So that would be, we could eat anything like it is already. That's a good thing on the raw vegan lifestyle. That you actually can eat it as it is. So I can't eat the raw dried mung beans, but I can sprout them and now they're edible. So I really don't have to prepare anything. I could just make a salad and then add these seeds and add those mung beans to my salad, add some lemon juice, and I'm already done. For my body, it doesn't really make a difference, you know, how I get the nutrients, how I prepare them before I eat them. So that's a good thing. Like anything I have here. So I don't eat rice flour, which is processed into a flour. It's edible, but it's not cooked. I don't eat any cow noodles. They're processed. They're not cooked, but they're still processed. So they're not really living food. Like rice flour is pretty dead, so it just was processed. Although it wasn't cooked, it was processed into a flour. So I have to sprout the rice. I have to soak the seeds to make them edible, or especially the legumes if they're dried. And then this way they have a lot of enzymes. Like it has a lot of life force that you still eat. And that's the benefits. That's one of the benefits of the raw food lifestyle, that you eat living foods. There's not so much science on just people that eat only raw foods, but there's a lot of science about raw fruits and vegetables, how beneficial it is for you. So the more you eat of raw fruits and vegetables, the better. You don't have to be 100% if you enjoy cooked food, or if just minimally processed or heated cooked foods. You don't have to be 100% raw, but it will definitely give you a lot of benefits if you would eat a lot of raw foods. So what we do today is, with these ingredients, I was going to make a mung bean sunflower seed hummus, and we also have we make some carrot sticks or zucchini bread. I just bought recently at the farmer's market a big zucchini, and I said, oh, I can make bread out of that. And they said, oh, but add water. I was thinking, oh, he probably thought that I'm gonna bake with it, but how I make zucchini bread, I just slice it into bread-sized pieces, and that's already done. So that's what we're going to make. So really easy. So I love this lifestyle because it's just so easy. You don't have to bake a bread. You can just slice the vegetables. That already tastes like bread. That zucchini was really delicious. It was a really big one with still soft seeds. But even if you have like a little bit bigger seeds in that big zucchini, then you actually have bread with some pumpkin seeds in there already, and they're still soft. So I definitely would try that. Just slice it and put some guacamole or hummus on it, and it will taste really good, better than the baked bread. I promise. Okay, then I also have avocados. Maybe we have time to make guacamole. And I always make something sweet. I have some berries and dates, and we can make a compote. But let's just start with the hummus. So I have here also two of my favorite tools. Is the high-speed blender and the food processor. So if you really want to have fun with the raw vegan diet, as I said, you don't really need any tools. You don't have to prepare it. We can just eat it as it is if you have teeth. If you don't have teeth, then of course a blender will definitely help you eating all this food. Also, if you do not have the time to eat that much food, I mean, it's a lot of chewing. It's fun, but it's a lot of chewing still. But we don't necessarily have that much time. So the tools just help you to eat the food a little bit faster. That's all. And also, it's definitely a lot of fun because we're used to eating processed foods, and we can still process a little bit and make it kind of look like it was cooked. Like hummus usually is cooked with chickpeas. Yeah, it will kind of taste similar. And yeah, so we have here the Mungbeans. I'm just gonna leave a few Mungbeans here so you can see how they taste like that. If we don't really have Mungbeans here, but they're really popular for sprouting. And as I said, I used only half a cup of dried Mungbeans, then I sprouted them. Yeah, it makes a lot of food. It's also very cheap. So people say that the lifestyle is expensive, but not really, because you make a lot of food with sprouting as well. If you have any questions anytime, feel free to ask.
These things are getting ready to put in there.
Mung beans?
No, not Mungbeans, the next one.
Those are sunflower seeds.
Sunflower seeds.
Yeah, I also used half a cup of sunflower seeds, soaked them in water overnight, and then drained and rinsed them a couple of times. So you don't want to use the water of the seeds. You really want to wash away anything that is on the seeds that preserve them naturally.
Do you use any spices or?
Yes, I do use dried spices as well, but not quite often. I like fresh herbs a lot, but there's nothing wrong with using dried spices for sure. Sometimes some spices are not raw, like pepper powder, like red pepper powder. Paprika powder, yeah. Yeah, so these are usually non-raw, but it's okay. I mean, you don't have to be 100% raw, but you should know what is raw and what is not raw. Because some people, like me, I'm really sensitive when it comes to cooked food. Over the years, I got more and more sensitive. I couldn't tolerate pharmaceuticals, medication, something like that. And I tend to go to herbal medicine more. But yeah, the food definitely affected me, like any frying for sure, cooking, and then wasn't really tolerating that much. So I got migraines, and yeah, so I tried the raw food diet, and it really helped me with everything I got. So lemon juice is really, really good if you don't use any salt. Yeah, and also if you want to replace dairy with nuts and seeds, lemon juice gives that little tang. What you get in dairy, it's a little bit sour, like sour cream. So sunflower seeds and lemon juice is a really good combination, especially with hummus. I would say we need a lot of lemon juice for hummus. Just making sure there's no seed in here. Yeah, be careful with the lemon seeds, they will make it bitter. The peel is really hard, so it's not really squeezing well enough in my lemon squeezer. So, yeah, it's a little different everything today.
So just a half a lemon?
No, I have one lemon so far. I'm gonna put 2 lemons at least for this amount, probably.
Okay.
Yeah.
these recipes posted anywhere?
Well, I'm going to put it on my YouTube and also add the ingredient list.
At the what?
The ingredient list on my YouTube. I don't bring you recipes here because I never know what's in the kitchen like exactly. So I'm using foods from the kitchen and I improvise a lot, which you should do too in your home. Like especially with the raw food, it's really not that difficult because we are not with the raw food. We're not really changing the flavors a lot from the food. They kind of stay the same like they are, and that's a good thing because the food already tastes good as it is. Especially if you get high quality foods. Yeah, that's the only thing you have to do. You have to get the high quality fruits and vegetables, like nice organic vegetables from the farmer's market, fresh maybe, and the fruits. Some I definitely want to have organic, like strawberries and raspberries needs to be organic for me because they use a lot of bad pesticides, especially in the US. And then the fruit, you have to make sure they're nice and ripe. Like this banana is a little bit weird. It's still green, but it has the brown spot, so I expected it to be still okay. Yeah, so, and you just get nice smelling melons. You know, it smells good, it's a little bit soft. This is all you have to do. And then at home, you can mix it up a little bit, but it will have still the flavor as it was had originally. You know, it still will have the original flavor. As you do in cooking, when you fry things or yeah, if you bake things, you kind of really change the flavor. And if you overbake it, then you have to follow a really strict recipe. But with the raw food, I find that there's a lot of room for your individual taste, you know. So that's why the short answer is no, I don't have a recipe. Okay, so we can add either tomatoes a little bit. So anything like more watery. So either I could add water here or I can add some flavorful vegetables with high water like tomatoes. Just keep it yellow maybe and then just use the yellow cherry tomatoes.
What's the difference between doing the yellow or the red?
Just the color.
Okay.
Taste-wise, maybe they also taste a little bit different, but
They're pretty close.
yeah, they're very close. It's just the color. You can add a little bit red to it, and then it will be more reddish. But and then we can add some herbs, but I want to blend this up first. I might need to add some water, but I'm not sure yet. So always add water later. If you have a blender with a temper, it's always good if you have a little water in your blender. Temper. This is the temper here. Then you can use, instead of the temper, a celery stick. Especially if you make some savory foods. Yeah, so anything else will be too dangerous. You don't want to accidentally touch the blades while it's running. So a celery stick will just add to your food. add the herbs later. Of course, if you have any favorite spices like garlic, you can add garlic here too. I ate garlic yesterday, it was too strong. I don't eat garlic all the time, but sometimes I do. And then I feel like this is so strong. So yeah, that's pretty much your bean spread, and it's really high in, well, nothing is really high in protein here. Oops. Put this away. You can see it, yeah. Unfortunately, I used to use the screen so you can see what I'm doing here, but I don't know what's going on with that screen today. Hmm? What?
The screen is in France.
Oh, okay. Nice.
Nice background.
I guess if you get bored, you can always look at the screen.
But they haven't had the schedule up there today, so I think something is wrong with it.
Oh, okay. Well, I already told them, but I don't know, they made it worse.
To retitle your talk, there's raw food in Paris.
There you go.
So yeah, nothing is really high in protein here, so it's on purpose. It's a decently low protein diet, but that's actually good for you. There's such a protein hype everywhere, and it doesn't make sense. You have a lot of people now with kidney disease. So kidney disease is one of the most common chronic diseases nowadays, and it is probably from the overconsumption of protein. But this is a dish that is a little bit higher in protein, for sure. It has the sunflower seeds and the mung beans, of course. But I mean, I only used half a cup of mung beans, so it's not like super, super high. And with the with plant protein, you cannot really overdose. It's a different kind of protein. So animal protein has more sulfur in it and branched amino acids that they're not really beneficial for you.
It's a great source of vitamin C.
Yeah.
The mung beans.
The mung beans, yeah. Any sprouted lentils or legumes, they do produce then vitamin C.
In general.
Yeah.
I
All
mean,
the
I know
sprouts.
mung beans did.
All the sprouts have a lot of vitamin C. And that is why I get on my diet, I tracked it on Chronometer, you can track it on a diet app. And I get about 1,000% of the recommended value, usually in vitamin C, without supplements. And then a lot of people don't realize that vitamin C is so important for your collagen that you make yourself. You do not need any animals for making your own collagen, because every animal makes collagen. You think that you will have more collagen if you eat collagen from an animal? That can't be true, because the collagen that you eat has to be broken down into amino acids, and then your body has to make the collagen. So the collagen is not going to be incorporated into your skin from the animal like directly. So still, your body needs, for your body to make collagen, you need vitamin C. So you still need the vitamin C to make your own collagen. It's getting really messy here. I still need the blender for something else here. I try to clean it up as much as possible. But we're not done with this kind of hummus. I want to add a little bit of spices. Yeah, it's so messy today. Oops. Made it worse. Okay, so for herbs we have parsley. You can use some parsley maybe. And in some scallions. I could have blended all the herbs in the blender, but then it will be more like all green. It would be probably something I would eat for dinner. It's nice, it's very dull. I guess it's for safety reasons, but yeah, I always use the same knife and always complain about it. But there's always different people why I have to complain about it, you know? What I like with, maybe that is one reason I don't really use a lot of dried spices, because the fresh herbs are just so much more flavorful. I mean, you can already smell it when I chop it up here, probably with your sensitive nose from water fasting. So they smell good, and the more they smell, the more flavor they will also have. Just add this to my bean spread. How many people are water fasting? Oh, okay, not that many. How many people are eating? Oh, wow. Okay. Yeah, that would be already it pretty much. Of course, if you have any other favorite spices, you might want to add more lemon juice if it's not flavorful enough. Sometimes the beans, the sprouts, they take a lot of the acidity. They kind of absorb the acidity a lot. So sometimes I use even more acidity, but it's always good to try it and then add more if you want. So yeah, I always keep it really simple, but you can add some other spices like garlic, more onion, or what else? A black pepper, or yeah, something. Cilantro if you like, basil if you like, anything. And every day could be different. The base is pretty much the mung beans, some kind of seeds, like sunflower seeds. You could also use pumpkin seeds. You could do that too. Walnuts, maybe, yeah. Almonds, I'm not sure, but definitely sunflower seeds make it really creamy. And then the sprouts and the lemon juice, that's pretty much the base. The seeds, the sprouts, and the lemon juice. And then you decide, usually I take half cup to 1 cup of dried legumes. Like if I use lentils, I usually use 1 cup maybe. The mung beans, they bulk up pretty well. And then I take half a cup of creamy seeds like sunflower seeds. So,
You want me to get you a clean blender jar?
oh, that's fine. I actually have your water, so I'm gonna put this on here real quick. Yeah, because the blender, I want to use it for my Kompot. I mean, I didn't use any garlic or anything, so it won't really you have a milk actually. Yeah, at home it will be much easier to do all this. You have your sink right next to you. But I show you how easy it is actually to make these things from scratch, and also the cleanup is really easy if you don't use any oil. or you bake anything, so it's just really easy to clean up. And yeah, so another spread we could do is guacamole. Super easy, right? For guacamole, you don't really need any tools. You can just use a fork and mash your avocados. But I do like to use a tool actually. So I had it one time, like a really creamy guacamole, and I was wondering how did they do this? And I figured out they probably used a food processor for that. Because if you use a food processor for your guacamole, then yeah, the food processor whips up the avocado pretty well. So I do like to use it for guacamole. And then what I do is also, I make the guacamole first. Maybe I use the food processor for making rice, like cauliflower rice, and I use it to chop something. And so I save some cleanup like that too. Yeah, a lot of people are eating and you never get guacamole here, so you have to make guacamole. Yeah, as I said, today is a lot of calories here. I guess I'm hungry. I'm also working out a lot, and like there's some, if you learn about raw vegan diets, 100% raw vegan diets, you might as well heard from the 80-10-10 diet and this, that you have to be low fat. I am kind of low fat too, but I definitely do not count anything, like how much fat I had, or usually what I eat is, I would eat a lot of fruits first. So I'll have maybe this melon, some bananas, for example, and later I will have a salad, and then maybe later I will have more fruit. But if you try to be low fat every single day, I don't think it's sustainable. You'll have more cravings. I mean, some days are really low fat, but some days are a little bit higher fat. If I see a coconut and it tastes good, I'm not going to think about how much fat I already ate and I can't have more. No, I will just eat the whole thing if I feel like it. And I've seen that before, where people want to be so strict, and then it doesn't work for them. I don't think we're supposed to be strict, really. I mean, that is actually why we have the cravings, or why we are hungry, because it should be easy. I don't really believe that we have to be disciplined with food. We just have to be disciplined with what foods we eat. There's some foods that are not really foods. Okay, so, and then the lime juice. You can also use lemon juice for guacamole. And I use about half. For each avocado, usually I use half a lime, but that's really, again, up to you. And also up to the lime, if it's more or less dry or juicy. It can vary, but it's about what I use. So I use 3 avocados, and then I do 1.5 limes. And I'll just let this up here. This is actually a really old. This is a very simple old food processor. So if you can make this with this food processor, then it will work with any. And some cilantro, of course, for guacamole. Gives a lot of good flavor, especially if you don't use salt. I don't use any onions for this guacamole today. There's the wrong way. Just add the cilantro in here. We'll just chop it. Okay, that's pretty much it. And it's really nice and creamy. It's kind of like whipped cream almost. I mean, sometimes I use avocado as well for sweet things, like the key lime cream I made one time. It's really good. Avocado in the, I use the high speed blender for it too, and I blended avocado with dates and lime juice. It's really, really creamy. I mean, people always think that I'm so disciplined. I'm actually not. I'm really not. I eat a lot of food and a lot of delicious food. And I do not want to eat anything else anymore. I mean, I was obsessed already as a kid with cream pies, very creamy pies, but I don't really miss any of that because I can make foods that taste so much better. So it tastes good and you feel good. Yeah, of course, instead of the food processor, you could have used a fork to save some cleanup here. But the cleanup I find is really not that difficult with the raw foods. And I want to show you a different version of guacamole in case you don't have any tomatoes. Yeah, that's what I want to say. That's what I do if I don't have tomatoes, and tomatoes go really well in guacamole. But I also use the food processor for doing my tomato part. In this case, I will use bell peppers. I think just one is probably enough. One bell pepper in my food processor. And some hot pepper. And I found a really hot pepper in the kitchen. Those are called manzana hot peppers. Yeah. Manzana? Yeah. Hot pepper? Manzana pepper, right? Yeah. These are really hot, and the cool thing is they have black seeds. So I don't know if you can see it there. They have black seeds. It's probably really spicy, so I'm gonna be careful with this. Putting it in carefully. See how careful I am? Oh. Okay, and then I'll just process this all. And this just has the bell pepper and the hot pepper. So this is a different way of guacamole. And yeah, and now we'll just pour this over like a little spread. Maybe not that much, I'm not sure how spicy it is. You can always add more. And then you just pretty much have your spread like this. I looked it up, like Whole Foods sells it like this. It's just like the guacamole with a little swirl of tomatoes. You can also use tomatoes instead of that. And I thought it's a good idea, and the guacamole was so creamy that I knew they're gonna use a food processor for that. So I made it like that, and it tasted really, actually better because they use salt and other spices as well. Well, you know it will taste better with salt. But I like it like that. I mean, I don't like that much salt. So, and then for our dipping chips, or chips or something, like we have here 2 dips, and then carrots, of course, very underrated. Carrot sticks. That's how I just cut them. I mean, you probably have a better way to cut them. Maybe or make them more pretty. This is just an example. We have like really pretty carrots for that, and then the zucchini bread. I already told you we're gonna make zucchini bread without the oven. Make like sticks. This. Yeah, that's your zucchini bread. Isn't it super freaking easy? Yeah, I mean, we made it so complicated. You know, life doesn't have to be so complicated. You will get used to the flavor too. I mean, I don't like bread anymore. I don't miss bread, and I'm from Germany, so if I say that I don't eat bread and I don't miss it, yeah, so that means something. This is my German bread now. they will all yeah, throw things at me if I say that in German. I also have a jicama here. You can also make those are the cubes that you have from the cold bar. I know, it's just like, I don't know what's happening. It seems like Johnny kind of controlled the computer at one time and then he fell asleep or something. Yeah, jicama is a little bit difficult to peel with a potato peeler, so I don't really try that anymore. I just use the knife. And you can see you can do it like this a little bit. I don't know, maybe you have a better way, but it's a very thick skin. You don't have to do everything here. There's also some kind of music playing. I don't know where that comes from. Is that the monitor?
Yeah.
I don't know what happened in the last weeks. I mean, the last 2 weeks. Everything was good 2 weeks ago, and yeah, that would be my jicama bread.
Nice.
Same way. And for the dessert, well, Well, what you can also do is you can make like a salsa kind of thing. You can do this look. If you do not want to have this high caloric foods, but you still want to have a dip, have like a nice basil. You can just use the rest of the, I'm sure it's probably spicy enough. Just a little bit more. Yeah, so I'm just gonna leave a little bit of that really hot, maybe really hot, I'm not sure. Bell pepper sauce, and then add the rest of the tomatoes, some basil, the rest of the lime juice maybe. Just process it. Make a really quick salsa. That's all. I mean, it's like so simple. You don't really need me because that food is so simple. Oh, that's your salsa. You know? That's why I like the food processor. You can make rice with it, cauliflower rice. You can make sauces with it. If I had to choose between a food processor and a high-speed blender, maybe I would use the food processor. But the food processor is also cheap. You can get a very cheap food processor. I definitely would start with that. Because smoothies, you don't really need smoothies necessarily. Or, well, salad dressings are good to make with the high-speed blender for sure. That would be your quick salsa for everyone on the diet. But I wouldn't recommend being on a diet on this food. And then the dessert. So I have medjool dates, which replace your sugar for sure. I mean, why would you need white sugar if there's dates? And you can order them online from the farm directly. Those are Del Real, but there's 7 Hot Dates. There's like, yeah, you can order them online in boxes, cheaper than in the store. Whole Foods has really good dates from Del Real. Definitely make sure you get high quality dates, because if you get bad ones, then they don't taste good and you will not like them. So what's the point then to buy something that's cheaper? You don't like it really, and then you can't do the lifestyle. So this lifestyle, don't be cheap on the food. Maybe you don't want to eat all the time dates and spend a lot of money on that, but definitely get the high quality dates and just eat less if you don't want to spend that much money. It's definitely worth it. And dates are a really good calorie source. Especially, I mean, I have to make sure I get enough calories. And have strawberries. So I want to make a compote with a lot of berries. So I got raspberries here. Make sure they're not spoiled.
Did you say they're real farm?
Del Real. Those are they're called Del Real dates. This is what TrueNorth gets, and they're pretty good. Del Real. Yeah. We're 7 Hot Dates. Don't forget to put the 7, because then, otherwise you get something else. People do it. So yeah, something like that. I mean, I don't buy them directly at the farmer's market because they're much more expensive, unless you go like in the South California, you probably find them cheaper at the farmer's market. but I usually buy them online, or I get them from Whole Foods. And then I got blueberries. I love these blueberries. Yeah, any kind of berries are really good for you. But you can't live only on berries because they don't have the calories. You have to have high caloric foods like bananas, melons. You really need the calories from the carbohydrates.
You have raspberries and blueberries in there?
Yeah, so far I have raspberries and blueberries. Yeah, raspberries and blueberries. And now I'm going to cook the dates for more sweetness.
That's about 2 cups, 1 cup.
It was like a whole thing, a pint, and then, but really, again, it doesn't really matter at all. So I do sometimes this amount, and then we do less amount. Sometimes it's sweet, sometimes it's not that sweet. You know, every day is different. It doesn't have to be super strict with that food.
Are those medjool dates?
Medjool, yeah, those are medjool dates. 7 Hot Dates, they sell different kinds of dates. I really like their TrueNorth as well. It's not the season right now, so they won't have any dates right now. But Del Real still has dates. I lost the count.
You've had 5 so far.
6. Oh, 5 so far? Yeah, that's 6. Okay, then you can just leave it as it is and make a compote, or you can add some chia seeds to make it more calories. You want more calories, or you want a lighter calories? Go for it. Okay. So I have here about 4 tablespoons of chia, and I do like to activate them with water as well. So I add some water at least 20 minutes before or 30 minutes before overnight. You could do that too and leave it in the fridge. So I will add these to my compote, which makes it more thicker. Blueberries also makes it thick, and it will add also the omega-3 fatty acids that you really, I mean, people are obsessed about protein, especially if they work out, but you need also healthy fats. Basically you only need the essential building blocks in life, so that you cannot make on your own. And then you need mostly calories. You need the energy, and you need the essential building blocks. And with protein, it's the essential amino acids, and plants have all of them, really all of them. Only plants and certain kinds of bacteria make even essential amino acids, and animals eat those plants to get the essential amino acids. This is how it works. So to say that plants don't have the essential amino acids, well, they invented them. So yeah, so it's really, really beneficial to get the amino acids right from the source, and then the essential fatty acids as well. So you have the essential fatty acids in the chia seeds, and then the right amount of calories, because without calories you cannot do anything, and the body will just burn everything out. It will burn the protein, it will burn everything, you know, just for getting the fuel. And yeah, this is not what you want. You want enough calories, because honestly the excess calories in your diet is not the main reason why you gain excess fat. It's the processed foods, it's the chemicals in your in the foods. That is why, because I mean, on this food you can eat 3,000 calories. Sure, the body doesn't need it, but it won't gain excess weight, because your body functions well. So any excess will be expelled, or will not be a burden for your body. But the processed foods, they all have a lot of chemicals. There's studies about it called obesogenic chemicals that actually mess with your metabolism and that make you gain the fat. It's not really the calories, the excess calories. So, okay, I'm just gonna blend this up here. We have raspberries, blueberries, and then dates. The amount really doesn't matter too much. Oh, I have chia seeds. Since I have chia seeds in here, I make sure I'll blend it up really well. You don't have to actually. I mean, if you soak the chia seeds, they're edible as they are. But yeah, you definitely will have more access to the nutrients if you blend them up really well. Otherwise, you have to chew them. So this is like a marmalade too, like a jam. It smells really good. Okay, I can scrape this off in a minute. Yeah, that would be like your compote, and you can add bananas to it, other fruit. You can add this melon here. It smells really good. I have eaten lychee here too. Yeah, with the Whole Foods, definitely I always encourage to buy the whole foods. It's not that difficult.
Or a spoon?
I have 1 fork here. That's fine. Miscalculate. Yeah, it's not that difficult really to buy whole foods. Just cut them open yourself. That way you also make sure that they're ripe enough. And they're fresh. It smells really good. And it's not really that difficult. If you're on travel, you can also just use a spoon and spoon this out if it's a really nice soft one. But if I'm home, I just do this method here. Just cut it like this real quick. It's safe if you have a dull knife. It's kind of like a smoothie bowl. Sometimes I also use bananas and chia seeds and make a pudding, and then add some other fruits. That would be what you could eat for breakfast. You can either add this to your melon, like the compote, add this to your melon, or you can chop the melon in little pieces and add it to that. Maybe add some bananas. I'm sure these bananas are okay. I mean, with the bananas, I make sure they have the brown spots. This one is a little bit, yeah, it's ripe. I mean, we don't get like super perfect foods here in the store. You know, that's just as it is, but we already get a lot of good foods. You know, we can't complain, honestly, I would say. We have so much variety. If we would live in nature, I mean, good luck. You definitely would have to fast every other day. Yeah, these are not that bad. But I definitely make sure if they have the little, like if they're starting to have like little brown spots, then they're sweeter. And then you want them for your sweet desserts. If you like the green bananas, you might want to just eat them separately or put them in your salad. And that's pretty much it. This is my dessert.
I have a question. What do you use for salad dressing? What are your choices?
Yeah, again, with like seeds and lemon juice, like sunflower seeds, lemon juice, put them in your blender, add some spices, some water, or tomato, anything really. But if you have a salad, if you make a salad right now, you can just pretty much add the salsa, you can add the guacamole to your salad, you can add the hummus. That's the point, to make the salad more calorie dense. Yeah.
What
So
do you think of tahini?
tahini, yeah, there's some brands that are pretty good in the jar. I don't like to use a lot from the jar because it's a little bit processed. You can only see the oil is separating from it. But it's a good way, you know, if you want to do it quick, you just use a tablespoon of tahini or lemon juice. You don't even have to have your blender. There's some good brands like Artisana. Artisana is a good brand. But yeah, I'd rather have it fresh, like the whole seeds that it can soak in water, rinse it. But it's a good way here and then. I even use it here and then. So I'm gonna try this for you because we're done and we're good with the time as well. You can ask some more questions, but I will try this for you. If you're eating, then you can also get a plate after I try it for you. And then try it for yourself. So let me try the hummus. It's getting a little bit brown on the top, so it's always with raw foods. I mean, it browns, so. Well, I like it really much. I actually really like it. It's very thick. It's kind of beany as well. You kind of taste the mung beans in there. Very heavy and filling. Let me try if this is too spicy.
Wait, where's the bread?
Oh, I got the bread here.
This is you tricked us.
Oh, it's not too spicy. Yeah, it's very simple, it's very creamy, but very kept simple. So if you want to add some scallion to that too, it will make it more interesting. Try the salsa for you too. I probably already know. Should have not stuffed the whole bread. Oh yeah, the zucchini bread is actually, it's spongy. It actually tastes really good. And it tastes better if you have a really big zucchini. Yeah, I really like the salsa with the basil. I only have this bowl here. I can use it's for the sprouts. I got a lot of different foods today to try. Usually I just have one food and then I'm done, but I think this will be really delicious. Yeah, it is really delicious. It's like so berry flavored, sweet, and then the fruits give a really good hydration. I don't know. I really like my food. Thank you everyone for being here, and you can now try the food. If you don't like it, don't worry, I'll eat it all. Wow, this is really good.
Can you write on the board your YouTube
Yeah, so if you want to leave me your email as well.
I did, but I
Oh, yeah. well,
don't seem to get things, so.
You did? I have to, yeah, I can put my newsletter. Like I know, I just send any emails out because I have to check my newsletter. I have to. But yeah, that's my YouTube. If you want to follow me on YouTube, you didn't even take it up. Did everybody get on? This is so delicious. Thank you. That's awesome. Thank you. You're welcome. There's very few people that are eating that. Oh wow. I'm on a motor fast. Yeah, you get your own. Yeah.
I'm really want to taste this.
Thank you. Are you water fasting? Are you water fasting? Oh, okay. Then get a plate, and yeah, you can taste it there. It's delicious. Yeah, I wish I was a water fasting. For 2 days. 2 days. In water or? No. You soak them only overnight in water. These jars,
Take the water out.
and then you drain and rinse them, and you leave them drained.
Oh, for 2 days.
This is the hummus,
Yeah.
right? This is the guacamole. This is the what? What is this thing? Salsa?
Yeah, this is the salsa. Just and
this is the berry thing on what?
banana and
Okay, you can hear my
If they would
lucky
walk
one.
into this water, would you do it?
What?
probably.
In southern, I always think these things.
I think
Okay, so that's further than
it makes me feel like I'm going to
Oh yeah.
you know, so
Well, I would eat regular dishes. The main process.
You can make it
Yeah, there's no different kind of.
Yeah, you have to.
Do you know
Yeah,
Opera
you can come around, you take the food, come around and ask a question, they all
Do you know Optimum Health Institute? In San
yeah.
Diego?
Get a lot, it's really good. Yeah, see how it draws, I mean, that's life, you know, it's just fresh food, it's what it does, right? It's not like
Exactly. I am so excited.
Excellent. It's the best food I've had in terms of like.
Well, definitely do try this.
It's not hard.
It's like kids probably would love this. It's like so very flavorful.
You're right.
Yeah. And you can make smoothie bowls in so many different ways.
It's the best.
Do you think
of anything you
good
can
for diabetics?
It's the best.
Would it?
I think so, but it depends where you're at.
Yeah.
You'd always have to check it, but fruit in general, they
High sugar, huh?
have high sugar, yeah, but
Sorry.
okay, yeah, you can take your food, and then if you have more questions, come around. So everyone can try it quick and let me know.
I see a yellow color. I don't see what it's.
Oh, that's just trash.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
So your page, you're like a jack of all trades.
Oh, I do have my
I just grabbed a video. She'll do that.
Yeah, I saw it. I know it was really interesting. I learned a lot.
Thank you.
Oh yeah, that's a good trick. I said, oh.
But it could be.
I think with lychees,
Maybe.
if they're not super ripe, it's impossible to make anything with them. You just have to eat them like they are. But you had lychees before, right?
Yep. I had those for the first time in China.
I can't do anything without it.
That looks so hard. So good.
Nemo. Nemo.
bought it yesterday.
Oh, it looks amazing. Did you get jicama? Jicama, try it, it's delicious.
You're welcome. I can cut some
Hi Eve, I came to look at your spread. I wish I could eat.
Oh
But I'm looking at it and look at this. Look at all of it. But I'm not gonna eat because I can't.
You know, the hardest part is getting the food, and then you're already good.
Oh, yeah.
This is all it takes. Getting the food.
Food is my favorite food.
What is
Your food is my favorite food.
mine too?
That is the best. I'm serious.
Yeah, and it's fairly easy, you know. Shop in the shop.
I
Come
know.
get your food every day.
Have you been to Hawaii, like the Big Island?
No.
Never?
No.
Oh my gosh, you should visit me and my husband there and stay at our house.
I can cook for you every day.
Yes, and that would be your vacation.
Uh-huh.
You would cook every day. We have like the most freshest
Oh, I would
food.
love that.
I'm serious, by the way. I'm not kidding. If you come,
I wanna be there
you
too.
would have a bedroom, bathroom, and we would be like, oh my god, in seventh heaven.
Oh, that's
Yeah,
so
I'm not kidding you.
good. Sure, of course.
And you would come too, Yvonne.
Oh,
Yvonne would visit
coming, I'm
me.
definitely coming.
She never comes to visit me, but if she hears you're coming, oh, she'll be there in 2 seconds.
You know, that island would be very receptive to.
Oh
There's a lot of people there that
God.
really want to try to be healthy.
I'm one
Kind of
of
like
them.
California.
I'm one of them. You make it look easy, and then when I have to do it myself, I don't find it like.
Oh, that's too sad because
Because I
it is
have
so
to
easy.
learn.
But the
No,
first
but
couple
it's
times,
the easy way.
the first couple times you do it, it seems hard, but the more you get used to it, the
My
more
sister's
it's
really
Yeah, it's just
fruit.
a change.
It's the change.
I made
It's
sure-
not spicy, huh?
I made your
Not
carrot
that bad.
cake at home.
You made it?
I did, and the kids liked it.
Wow.
They
But
liked it.
how do you get the recipe for your carrot cake?
It's from a YouTube channel.
Online.
Oh, that's so
You
nice.
got everything
I
online.
It was
have a
delicious.
YouTube channel, but I didn't see.
The ingredients are in the description, and then you kind of have to watch it.
Oh, okay.
But you can get the ingredients and then watch it while you make it.
Did you try this one?
I made it a second time and I ate it.
It's delicious. Oh, okay. So I didn't want you to miss it. It's
I
so
didn't
good.
eat it, but I'll take a little bit.
Yeah, we're fasting, so we're just admiring food.
I'm eating.
And that's a really good way to get the kids to eat more fruit is to have
Oh,
milk.
totally. Yeah. I mean, I think kids will eat the fruit if it's good fruit. You know, if it's ripe and it's really a nice quality.
And you took pictures? Because when I see the pictures, I'm inspired. I have my camera in my room. Could you like close-ups? Because then it inspires me to do this. Especially the jicama. Now I can remember to do the jicama. And even my husband said, pay attention this time to the, because I tell him all about it, and then I'm like, oh, I forgot how to do it.
Why don't you have them come take a class?
He will never come to your class. If it's done for him and put in front of him. But he cooks things that are not healthy. I will not eat what he cooks. So.
Do you have a dehydrator too?
No, I don't even know what a dehydrator is.
Oh, okay. Just
Oh, yeah.
warms up a little bit. It has a fan and it dehydrates the food.
See
without
if you,
heating it.
See if you came, you could like show me where in the store I can buy one because I
Probably
use a
online.
dehydrator.
Are there any vegetables that you can't eat raw?
That you
I don't like eggplant unless I dry it or something.
But broccoli you can eat raw?
I don't. Yeah, I love broccoli. Broccoli
Really?
and
I never thought you
You
cauliflower.
gotta steam it.
Yeah, I thought you couldn't eat broccoli raw.
Oh yeah. I eat a lot of food. And then with a dehydrator, I sometimes even make bread with sprouted blueberries. And it tastes like bread. So I still have a little bit of German in me.
That's amazing.
You
I
look
like-
fantastic, by the way.
Oh my
Oh, thank
god,
you.
I'd kill to look like that. I mean, I would be like killing.
But you just have to eat my food.
Oh, but you're young. You're young.
I'm 44 years old.
Oh, you do not look 44.
Oh, wow,
You do not look 44.
Yeah, so it's nice to get older. You know, if you keep your body like an old timer car. You know,
Yeah.
you just shape it up, you renovate it, you take care of it.
Oh, yeah.
But you have to get the right fuel. You cannot put in a nice sports car. You can't put the
Yeah.
what is
Yeah.
it? Like
No
vegetable
parsley.
oil in it. You can't put vegetable
But
oil.
44 is still young. 44 is still
Yeah,
young.
yeah.
I'm 62, so 44 to me sounds like you're a kid. Like you're a kid.
Okay, good. Well, but there is like people get sick in their 30s already. You know?
Oh my gosh.
One more question, Eve. The Del Rio dates, they sell them at Costco, or they're not any different, no?
Do they?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Oh, that's good. No,
But what's 7 hot days? What does that mean? That's a different packaging or a different?
so it's like a farm that sells the dates online.
Oh,
Which one do you like the most?
Well, the Magil days I like from Del Rio this year.
Yeah, they're measurable.
The Magil, but they can vary each year. Really.
Yeah.
I like the 7 hot days too, but last year they were kind of dry, so I like the Del Rio. But I got the Deglet Noir from 7 hot days.
Yeah, dates are delicious, just like having them by themselves with tea.
Yeah,
They're the
yeah.
best. It's like a
I've
dessert.
been putting them in my tea so that the tea feels a little sweeter.
Oh, I've just been eating them
I
with
guess
tea.
clean up here, so thank you for watching from the live.
Thank you very much.